Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your big boy Trash, and you're listening to how not to lose money while being retarded. Today's topic is very interesting because we're gonna talk about my favorite five-letter word, which is greed. And there are many ways of defining greed. I define greed as retardation, but a lot of people will tell you that it's fear of missing out or chasing a breakout. And the most common, you can see this in almost every video, like in the comments of every video, plenty of Twitter channels. People do not understand when to get out, which means people go in with $100, they end up with a P&L of 200, but instead of getting out, what they do is, hey, look, if it got to 200, I'm gonna get greedy because I'm a retarded fuck, so I'm just gonna wait till it's 250 and then cash out. Guess what? It drops back down to 100. Especially in crypto, this happens very often. It drops back down to 100. You get scared. You have fucking paper hands. Ain't got no diamond hands. And then you cash out. You say, I don't want to take a loss. I'm getting out. And then guess what? The price goes back up to 200, and then you're sitting there fucking jerking off on your fucking monitor, thinking you're cool. At least I didn't lose money because I'm a smart man. Fuck off. Anyways, so greed being greed, like I said, is horrible. Everybody has it. Don't tell me that you don't, because that's a lie. Every single person is greedy. We're born greedy. We lived our lives greedy. Even if you don't pay attention that you're being greedy, you're being greedy. There are people who have understood that they're greedy, and they're actively fighting against using this greed. Now, whether it be subconsciously or consciously, these are the people that are, in layman terms, successful. AKA, if you're retarded and you use greed, you lose. If you're trash or above and you realize that your greed is garbage, you succeed in a sense. But now let's bring in some examples on greed, because retards fail to understand what people talk about without examples. Now let's bring in Dogecoin, for example. So Dogecoin on its own is complete trash. It's a meme coin. It has absolutely no value, and anybody who thinks that Dogecoin has value is wrong. That is just everybody's entitled to their opinion. In essence, my opinion is that they're retarded. And their opinion is that I'm retarded for thinking that. Now, of course, I personally profit from Dogecoin going up and going down, which means that I play both sides. For me, I don't necessarily care about if Dogecoin even has a value or not, because I just don't give a shit. What I care about is, can I make money while it goes up? Yes. Can I make money while it goes down? Correct. That is what I care about, and that is what you should care about. Because these idiots that tell you that it has a value, they don't give a shit about you. They don't give two shits about you, and they don't give a two shits about this fucking coin. I'm telling you, 99.5%, just a fucking random number I took out of my ass, that are telling you that, hey, Dogecoin is this, Dogecoin is that, cool. It's fucking $1 by 2021, Those are the guys who bought Dogecoin at cheap and now have realized that, hey, if I shield this token, if other people shield this token because of me, that means I can push the price up. The price will go up, which means the shitty ass tokens that I bought at, under a cent, now are worth 5 cents. And that is the way they think. There's absolutely nobody, or not, okay, that is in a way wrong itself, but there are very few people who actually care about the token. And majority of people that tell you that this token is good, that token is good, or whatever the fuck they want you to believe, are doing it for their own purpose. There is the only person that would ever tell you that this token is good, that you should be able to believe, the only person is the one who is not invested in it. Now in a sense, that is the most reliable person, because if he understands what he's talking about, if he believes in what he's talking about, if he has done his own research and tells you that, hey, I believe that this token is X good, this X token is fucking great, but I am not invested in it because I don't want to be, then I understand that you could be like, yeah, hey, this guy, he spits facts or whatever the fuck if you believe him. If you don't, then, it's up to you. Even though, the first thing you should ever do in your life is do your own fucking research and never believe anybody. But, people tend to believe people, which is something I will talk about in other videos, because it's a pretty cool topic. But coming back, there are a lot of, as I said, you have to do your own research. And when you do your own research, you realize that Dogecoin is trash. Yes, sure, it's a very cheap coin compared to every single other coins. And you can say that, oh, it's like if everybody starts using this coin, then, we can make it the norm. There's like so many hostels and shit that are accepting Dogecoin as a payment and blah, 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 or whatever the fuck that you want to believe. But the difference is, those places that actually accept Dogecoin don't tell you that either they're instantly selling those tokens for US dollars, or they absolutely don't understand what they're doing and they're just going with the hype. No smart person, unless they have, shitloads of money, boatloads of money, and they just want to buy everything just to have a fully diversified portfolio. I mean, even then, I don't think they would buy Dogecoin, but, nonetheless. And everybody knows that Dogecoin is going up because of Elon. Elon Musk is the spokesperson. He's officially the spokesperson for Dogecoin. Let's be honest here. There's absolutely no person, even if Gene Simmons says that, or Snoop Dogg says that, which has been the highlight of the month or the year, beginning of the year, whatever. We can just start thinking about who owns Dogecoin. Now, I have a feeling that, first of all, Elon Musk doesn't own Dogecoin. Maybe he personally does, just because it's like a meme. But I don't think even if he did, he holds large portions of tokens. Especially considering the top 20 people own 50% of all tokens. The one person owns like almost 30% of all Dogecoins. Let's see. Rich list Doge. Well, it's gonna be a little hard to find, but nonetheless, so when you have one person that owns 30% of all, well, 28.7%, when that person owns all of these tokens that you're talking about, 28% of fucking Dogecoins, what do you think is gonna happen when that person transfers a little bit of money? Just a tiny bit. There are a lot of people that are, big boys that are actually keeping the price what it is. They're not necessarily letting the price drop too much, and they're not necessarily allowing the price to go up too much. They're controlling the price, which is, how these things work. Unless, you get a surge of sales or surge of buys or whatever. But what happens if those people that are somewhat keeping everything stable see that, let's say this person number one has transferred 1 to a couple of billion Dogecoins out of his wallet. Let me basically tell you what's going to happen. Everybody's going to panic. People are going to start selling before the Dogecoin even reaches a wallet. Meaning at the moment it leaves the wallet, people will notice something's happening eventually. And then they're going to start selling, which means the price is going to drop. They're going to remove all of their buy orders. Bots are going to stop. People are going to start selling. And then the number one owner starts selling. Completely obliterating the order book. Dropping the price back to where it was before. 36 billion tokens. That is a lot of tokens for one person to hold. And I personally really hope that this is just like a pool. So like it's shitloads of people uh, holding all that 36 billion, Dogecoin. So it's not just one person, but of course the rest of the 19, they definitely look like they are just the one person. But you never know. Maybe it's just a pool. But now, if you've seen Elon Musk's latest tweet, you can also see that Elon Musk would really want to support Dogecoin, but he's also shown his hand, saying that he doesn't own Dogecoin. I mean, of course, this is just my own personal opinion, but if major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Which means that Elon Musk, throughout all these weeks, while shilling Dogecoin, while making people buy Dogecoin, because Elon Musk, our daddy, said, buy, 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 I am a little bitch, I am red-hearted, I buy, because Elon Musk said so, are now gonna be stuck. Why? Because, trust me, there have been people who bought here. There's a reason why you can sell tokens here. Like, people are buying here, and you get what I'm trying to say. Elon Musk has officially shown support for the big boys to completely obliterate the order book, obliterate the price, and leave thousands of retards who don't know what the fuck they're doing, who are running not by charts, not by fucking TA, not by fundamentals, but just by hype that Elon Musk said Doge, because daddy is the best. Alright, well, that's enough of Doge. Now let's go with GameStop. GameStop's the same. A lot of people, a lot of retards bought GameStop. And this is where your greed comes in. And basically, with GameStop and greed, huge portions of greed played roles. The greed was huge. And I understand that the sentences that I said before are just like trash, but I'm trash, so it's fine. Now, deep fucking value was the one guy who understood what he was talking about. He shared that information to a handful of people who understand what they're doing. After which that information proceeded to go out, triple, double, quadruple, whatever 10x, or my favorite 1000x, considering that's what happens in crypto, and reach the ears of complete retards. Now, a lot of people bought while it was going out. I mean up. And this is the perfect example. So this guy, Mr. Security Guard, took out $20,000 in loans just to buy GameStop. Well, why? First of all, he doesn't know what he's doing. Like if you have to take out a loan to gamble in the stock market, you're by nature retarded. You are by nature the person who will not survive long term unless you get lucky. There's always the exception. There's always the people who get lucky. That is rule of thumb. You cannot get angry. You cannot get sad because it wasn't you. That it was your friend or your brother or whoever the fuck it was. That will always happen. But if you take out $20,000 to buy GME at $234 fucking dollars, and then not sell when it's above 300, that shows that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Absolutely not. That means that you're just a fucking greedy ass motherfucker who just wants more money. You want to be rich because, it's like, if you ain't retiring by the age of 30, you've done something wrong, Fuck the 9-5, Fuck off. If you really have that type of mentality, then you can just fuck off, keep being retarded, and continue on fucking losing money and paying loans. And this person, I don't want to talk too much shit about him, is not the only one. This is not the only person that has lost. Like he was retarded with what he did, but if you read the article or just skim through it, you can see that he still had a part of his brain that was working, because he had made previous investments. He had invested enough to his diversified index fund portfolio that he has money to actually cover his debt. But there are a lot of people who are full-blown retarded who take a loan without having anything to fall back on. Now, of course, I'm not saying that you should be taking loans out if you can, pay it back if everything goes wrong. That's not what I'm saying, because that on its own is still very retarded. But he was, in a way, fine if he, lost $20,000. Of course, $20,000 is a lot of money, and if he had invested in, he had been investing for 4 years. If he had invested in a lot of other things, he would have made a lot of more money. Instead of putting $30,000 to $40,000 in index funds across 4 years, just investing it in Bitcoin across 4 years would have, given him a lot more money. I mean, if he had put down at least one Bitcoin, which he most definitely could have had over the course of 4 years, he would be about 49,000 right now. If he had one, he would be already profiting 9,000. And over 4 years, he most likely would have had multiple Bitcoins, so he would have been a lot of money. But that's a whole nother topic. But this is what I'm saying: greed. People who bought at 50, 80, 100 did not sell at 300 because they believed that the price will go up. Because why the fuck should I take out $60,000 in profit when I can take 100? As if $60,000 isn't already life-changing money for shit tons of people. And you might be one of them. And you might have lost money the same way. And this applies to, making a loss. Of course, he lost 80% of his, 80% of his loan, because he bought at 234 and now it's at 50. But there are a lot of people who bought it at 300. I mean, let's be honest here. When you look, the way it works is that people buy and people sell. For something to be something to happen at a specific price, somebody has to sell and somebody has to buy, right? Which means that somebody bought at 336 and now it's at 50. People bought at 350. They've lost 300 per share. And then there are the absolute retards, and then there are retards. The retards are the guys who actually used real money to buy shares. And then there were the absolute retards who decided, hey, I'm gonna have like $3,000, but guess what? I'm gonna turn that into 30K. I'm gonna buy these tokens, or stocks or whatever, and then profit forever because I want to be a billionaire by the age of 30. You lose money. And now let's get back to the actual way that I can help you not being retarded. Enough of shitty ass, garbage ass examples. I think that's enough. The video is getting already very long. Now, plan one. Plan one. You need to have a plan, and I personally would divide plans into two, very specifically, and then you can make your own subdivisions according to your own preference or whatever the fuck you want. First, stop being retarded. Alright? Stop being retarded, take a step back, and look at the overall picture. Now, is the market good? Like, is the market a bull cycle, or is the market a bear cycle? This doesn't, it doesn't have to apply to right now. You can be watching this video a year later, or fucking 2 years later, if you happen to somehow end up on this video. So just step back and look at the overall picture. What is the market doing? How is the market going? Whatever the fuck it might be. Just so you don't fucking see things through a closed loop. Open it up. That is number one thing you should do. Stop being fucking retarded. And two is make a plan. Make a trading plan. Make an investment plan. What does this mean? For example, you buy $10,000 of share X, right? And now that share is worth 30,000. Okay, so this is where people make mistakes, and this is where greed kicks in. You see the money, 30,000. Why should you, sell? Because you're looking to make more money. What you should be doing is, for example, taking out 10,000. Why? Because that's your initial investment. You take out 10,000, then that 10,000, if you want to, you can invest further, if you really have the balls or you really understand what you're doing. If you don't, you can just keep it. But this effectively means that you have your investment. You have $10,000. So if everything goes to shit and the stock drops to complete zero, you will not be at a negative. You will always be at a positive. Well, not a positive, but you get what I'm trying to say. That you will not lose extra cash because you were smart enough to take a small portion of your profits out to cover your initial cost. And now you can, watch that price go to zero, or you can watch that price go to 100,000. It's up to you. And then there are exit plans. For example, outside of the initial investment, you get to an X price, and then you say, hey, now I'm going to take out 50%. And then I've made my initial investment back. For example, you take 15,000 out of the 30,000 profit. Now you have 15,000 in your pocket and 15,000 of running profits. It's like it can go down, it can go up, but you profit 5,000. Things such as these are very important to curb your greed, to curb your emotion. Emotions are very bad when it comes to trading. And I can promise you, if you get emotional when you're trading, when you're investing, whatever it may be, whether you're day trading, whether you're swing trading, you're not special. You will feel these feelings. I do every day. And, of course, that's because I'm not super experienced, but I'm pretty certain a lot of people who are experienced feel the same way. But guess what? There is a plan. You follow the plan. Even if you lose money by following your plan, you are learning more than profiting without a plan. And that is what you should do. You should stop being fucking retarded and, number one, take a look at what you're doing. Take a look at all the available information. Take a look at everything that you can find, basically by doing your own fucking research, not by looking at some guy on YouTube who's saying that, hey, this stock is gooch, or this token is gooch. You're gonna get 1,000x, guys. Or whatever the fuck they're saying, and make it yourself. Figure out that, has this token performed previously? Will this token perform in the future? Why will this token perform? Of course, this is still all subjective, meaning that a news for one person doesn't have to be the same as the news for person B. And that is fine. That is how the markets work. There's a reason why there's a lot of losers and there's a lot and then there are winners. Because person B believes that it's going to go up, and person C believes that it's going to go down. Why? Because, they look at different things. Sorry, not different things. They look at the same things but come to a different conclusion. And that's the thing. This is basically why people think that the efficient market hypothesis is complete trash, because it's flawed. Simply because of the fact that, basically it says that technical analysis is trash, and fundamentals are trash, and that the enforcement of insider trading rules is a waste of time, and all that trash. But people fail to recognize that, of course, whether you want to believe it yourself or not is up to you. I'm not your fucking daddy, like I said before. I'm not going to tell you what to believe. What I'm going to tell you, however, is this. Technical analysis, it works. And there's a reason why it works. Because, everybody thinks it works, so it's going to work. It's the same thing why, like I said, I'm not very experienced in Fibonacci retracements, but there's a reason why Fibonacci retracements are pretty accurate from what I have been able to experience, if you use them right. And the reason why it's accurate is because everybody does it. So for everybody, if it hits 0.5, it's going to reverse, let's say, right? If it doesn't go through, If it doesn't push through, it's gonna reverse. As an example, it might don't take me, go and watch a Fibonacci retracement video. There are plenty of them that are actually 30 minutes plus long that give you all the information that you need. And because everybody believes in this, it happens. It doesn't necessarily have to be that x, x equals y or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyways, do your own research. Don't believe whatever the fuck other YouTubers say, because any fucking YouTuber that tells you that this coin is gonna fucking 100x, they most likely own it. What? There's no reason to make a video about a specific type of token and then say that, hey guys, this is gonna 100x. If it doesn't bring you anything, it's a waste of your time. There's a lot of videos that are monetized, and there are a lot of videos that are not monetized. And like I said, if the token does 100x, people will not believe you later on. Why? Because you were wrong. But if it does, people will tune in more. And guess what? If people tune in more because you were right, why should you just sit outside and not participate? Just pay attention to. Just open a video. One of the popular ones. Watch what token they're shilling. This is what we call shilling. If you don't know, Google it. And then compare the date and the price surge of that token. Majority of the time, if that token is an actual proper token, not a scam garbage ass project, when that video came out, the price surged. I don't want to promise on anything, but I'm pretty certain I am fairly correct when I say that if a big YouTuber is shilling a specific token during that day, which is the day the video comes out, the price will surge X amount. Whether it be 10 cents, whether it be 3 cents, but what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't surge or drop naturally. It drops because of the hype. And this happens all the time. It's the same shit with pump and dump groups. If people start a pump and dump group and get fucking followers, they don't do it because they really want the token to go up. No. They do it because greedy fuckers will always buy, and they can dump that shit on them and make thousands of fucking dollars in profit, and the idiots will always eat dust. Don't be retarded. Fucking make a plan. Don't listen to shit. Make your own research. There you go. That's all you need to do. So I'm gonna fucking finish the video now. Remember, I'm not giving you fucking financial advice. I'm giving you the tools, in this case, some kind of a fucking education, if you see this as an education, which you have to use on your own, with your own fucking volition. Otherwise, your profits will be not only lacking, but your losses will be big. Peace.